Today, we're showing you 20 Native American recipes that put modern diet trends to shame. Number 1. Fry bread. Ever heard of fry bread? It might look like a simple deep-fried dough, but this iconic Native American food has one of the most heart-wrenching origin stories you'll ever encounter. Unlike dishes that evolved over centuries of cultural traditions, fry bread was born from tragedy in the 1860s during what's known as the Long Walk, when the U.S. government forcibly relocated thousands of Navajo people to a reservation in New Mexico. During this brutal 300-mile journey and the years of internment that followed, the government issued only the most basic rations: white flour, processed sugar, salt, and lard. These ingredients were completely foreign to the traditional Navajo diet of game meat, foraged plants, and cultivated crops. Faced with starvation, Navajo women ingeniously combined these unfamiliar ingredients to create a calorie-dense food that could sustain their families through unimaginable hardship. Number 2. Three Sisters Stew. Those survival rations bear little resemblance to the sophisticated agricultural practices that thrived elsewhere in Native America. Think companion planting as a modern organic farming innovation? Native Americans perfected this system centuries ago with what they called the Three Sisters. This ingenious method wasn't just about growing food efficiently, it was agricultural brilliance in action. Tall corn stalks provided natural trellises for climbing bean vines, while beans fixed nitrogen in the soil, enriching it for all three plants. The squash's broad leaves created living mulch, suppressing weeds and retaining precious soil moisture. But the real magic happened in the cooking pot. When these three plants came together in a hearty stew, they created nutritional perfection. Corn contributed carbohydrates for energy, beans offered complementary proteins and essential amino acids, and squash delivered vital vitamins A and C, plus dietary fiber for digestion. Number 3. Blue corn mush. Those perfectly balanced nutritional combinations weren't just limited to dinner meals. Before sunrise, southwestern tribes were already fueling up with a breakfast that modern nutritionists would envy: blue corn mush, nature's original superfood porridge. While health enthusiasts today shell out $15 for acai bowls, Hopi and Navajo families were consuming something far more impressive. This vibrant blue-purple breakfast packed 20% more protein than anything made with white corn. The magic lies in blue corn's unique composition and lower glycemic index, providing sustained energy that wouldn't crash during a morning hunt. But the real secret? Those stunning blue and purple hues come from anthocyanins, the same powerful antioxidants found in expensive blueberries. And the traditional preparation often included juniper ash, which wasn't just spiritual. It actually boosted calcium content and enhanced the bioavailability of essential nutrients like niacin. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Number 4. Acorn soup. While Native Americans mastered the art of enhancing blue corn with juniper ash, they were equally skilled at transforming something most of us kick aside without a second thought. What if the ultimate superfood isn't hiding in some exotic rainforest, but literally falling from the trees in your neighborhood each autumn? Those acorns crunching under your feet in the park? They were once considered more valuable than gold by tribes across North America. But transforming these bitter nuts into something edible wasn't simple. Native Americans developed sophisticated processing techniques that involved repeated washing or soaking in running water to remove the bitter tannins. Number 5. Pemmican. Native Americans didn't just create foods for emergencies. They engineered the original performance nutrition. Long before billion-dollar companies started marketing protein bars and energy gels, Plains tribes had already perfected a portable superfood that could sustain intense physical activity for days with no refrigeration required. Called pemmican, this ancestral powerhouse consisted of just 3 simple ingredients: dried, pounded lean meat, typically bison, rendered fat, and dried berries. This wasn't just convenient food, it was nutritional genius, providing the perfect balance of proteins, healthy fats, and carbohydrates in a shelf-stable format that modern nutrition companies still struggle to replicate. Number 6. Wild rice and mushroom soup. Just as Plains tribes mastered portable nutrition, Great Lakes cultures perfected something equally valuable: immune support that carried them through brutal winters. Before expensive supplements lined health store shelves, Ojibwe and Menominee tribes created a simple soup combining 2 powerhouse ingredients that worked synergistically in ways modern nutritionists would envy. What makes this soup exceptional starts with its base: true wild rice. Despite its name, wild rice isn't actually rice at all, but an aquatic grass seed with an impressive nutritional profile. It contains twice the protein of brown rice and offers something remarkable: a complete amino acid profile, providing all 9 essential amino acids our bodies can't produce. This makes wild rice a rare plant-based complete protein with more antioxidants than many popular berries. The Great Lakes tribes didn't stop there. They intuitively paired wild rice with forest mushrooms like chaga, reishi, and turkey tail. These weren't random additions. These specific mushrooms contain beta-glucans and other compounds with powerful immune-supporting and anti-inflammatory properties. Today, these same compounds are extracted, packaged, and sold as premium supplements for $50 plus per bottle. Number 7. Pine nut soup. That nutritional wisdom wasn't limited to immunity. Moving west from the Great Lakes region, we discover how Great Basin tribes unlocked the secret to superior brain function through a humble seed. The tiny pine nut might seem unremarkable at first glance, but when harvested from specific pinyon pines, it contains a rare omega-3 fatty acid that modern science is only beginning to understand. The Paiute and Shoshone tribes transformed these nutrient powerhouses into a creamy soup that delivered everything the brain needs to thrive. Beyond their impressive pinolenic acid content, these nuts provided a complete package of brain-supporting nutrients: complete protein, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E, all working together to support cognitive function. What makes their traditional preparation methods truly remarkable is how they maximized nutritional benefits. Through generations of observation, these tribes developed an intuitive understanding of which foods supported mental clarity, harvesting and preparing them in ways that preserved their brain-boosting properties. Number 8. Cedar tea. From pine nuts in the sun-baked Great Basin, we travel northward to discover an even more remarkable survival secret. Ever wonder how northern tribes avoided scurvy during brutal winters, when European settlers were literally dying from vitamin deficiency just miles away? The answer was hanging right above their heads. Cedar tea, brewed from the needles and inner bark of white cedar or eastern white pine trees, contained vitamin C levels that put oranges to shame, 3 to 5 times more potent than orange juice. But this wasn't just a vitamin supplement. The tea's additional compounds enhanced absorption and provided antimicrobial benefits, creating a multi-purpose winter remedy. Number 9. Choke cherry pudding, wojapi. From life-saving remedies, we now turn to something equally revolutionary but far more delicious. The Plains tribes didn't just survive harsh environments, they thrived with foods that modern nutritionists would consider miraculous, including a berry pudding that supports heart health while satisfying the sweetest tooth. Choke cherries, the star ingredient in wojapi, pack a serious nutritional punch thanks to their anthocyanins. These powerful antioxidants fight inflammation and protect against oxidative stress, 2 major factors in heart disease. They even help regulate blood sugar levels, something our modern desserts typically wreck. Number 10. Smoked salmon. Moving from the sweet preservation mastery of the Lakota to the coasts reveals an equally impressive innovation. While many modern preservation methods rely on chemical additives or sacrifice nutritional value, Pacific Northwest tribes mastered a technique that did something almost magical with salmon. The Tlingit, Haida, and Coast Salish people didn't just preserve salmon through smoking, they transformed it. Their cold smoking process actually enhanced the fish's nutritional profile, making certain nutrients more bioavailable while developing deep, complex flavors. This wasn't merely food storage, it was food improvement. During the dark winter months when fresh food was scarce, this preserved salmon provided a nutritional trifecta: essential vitamin D, brain-nourishing omega-3 fatty acids, and complete protein for muscle maintenance. The cultural significance ran deeper too, with salmon featuring prominently in ceremonial practices and spiritual traditions. Number 11. Bison Street. The nutritional wisdom of coastal tribes had its parallel in the plains, where bison wasn't just meat, it was medicine. Before supplement companies bottled organ extracts and bone broth became a $100 million industry, Plains tribes were creating stews that utilized every nutrient-rich part of the bison, combining spiritual reverence with nutritional instinct in ways modern science is only beginning to understand. Traditional bison stew was essentially a one-pot multivitamin. The liver packed vitamin A and B complexes essential for vision and energy. The heart contributed CoQ10, a powerful antioxidant that modern health stores sell at premium prices. When bone marrow was added, the stew gained healthy fats and collagen that supported joint health and cellular function. Number 12. Corn Husk Tamales. Just as Plains tribes transformed the bison into medicine, Mesoamerican cultures performed their own kind of food alchemy with corn. What if I told you that a cooking technique developed thousands of years ago actually unlocked nutrients that modern processing methods strip away? The secret lies in a process called nixtamalization, and it turned a simple corn husk tamale into a nutritional powerhouse that modern meal preppers would envy. This sophisticated method treats corn with an alkaline solution, typically slaked lime or wood ash, breaking down the outer shell and dramatically improving corn's nutritional profile. The process makes niacin bioavailable, preventing pellagra, a deficiency disease that plagued populations who adopted corn without this crucial step. Number 13. Sunflower seed cakes. Eastern woodland tribes developed something that today's nutrition scientists spend millions trying to recreate in labs. These tribes transformed humble sunflower seeds into nutrient-dense cakes that contained more complete protein than many meat sources, challenging our assumption that sophisticated nutrition is a modern invention. The sunflower wasn't just food, it was agricultural innovation. Cherokee and Iroquois farmers carefully selected and propagated the best plants, improving yields and seed quality over generations. Their processing techniques, roasting, grinding, and pressing, maximized nutritional benefits from every seed. Number 14. Prickly pear jam. While Eastern tribes mastered protein-packed energy foods, desert-dwelling tribes discovered something even more remarkable: a sweet treat that doesn't spike your blood sugar, but actually helps regulate it. Southwestern tribes turned the bright magenta fruit of the prickly pear cactus into a jam that defied everything we associate with sweet preserves today. This wasn't just any desert fruit. The prickly pear contains special flavonoids and soluble fiber that work together like a natural blood sugar management system. These compounds slow down sugar absorption and actually improve how your body responds to insulin, nature's way of preventing those energy crashes we associate with modern sweets. Number 15. Cornmeal dumplings. Those beneficial compounds in cactus jam weren't the only example of Native American nutritional wisdom. Long before gut health became a billion-dollar industry buzzword, Cherokee families were enjoying cornmeal dumplings prepared through a special fermentation process that modern science is only beginning to appreciate. The Cherokee technique involved letting cornmeal batter sit for a specific period before cooking, allowing natural yeasts and beneficial bacteria to develop. This fermentation process created natural probiotics similar to what you'd find in modern kombucha or yogurt. Meanwhile, the corn itself contains resistant starch that acts like fertilizer for your good gut bacteria. Number 16. Maple syrup candy. After exploring Cherokee dumplings and their gut-friendly benefits, let's talk about a treat that might just change how you think about candy forever. While many of us grew up thinking candy and healthy are complete opposites, the Abenaki and Iroquois of the Northeast had a different perspective. Their maple syrup candy wasn't just delicious. It was packed with essential minerals that modern nutritionists now recognize as crucial for our health. Unlike today's empty-calorie sweets, maple candy naturally contains manganese, zinc, calcium, and potassium, minerals that support everything from bone strength to immune function. The traditional candy-making process, which involved carefully harvesting sap and slowly concentrating it through evaporation, preserved these beneficial minerals while creating a naturally sweet energy source. Number 17. Roasted agave hearts. The nutritional wisdom of Native Americans extends far beyond maple treats into the harsh desert landscape. Ever wonder how tribes survived in such unforgiving environments while maintaining remarkable digestive health? The answer lies in their relationship with a tough, spiny desert plant that, when properly prepared, delivers what modern science now recognizes as one of nature's most powerful prebiotic compounds. The Tohono O'odham and Apache people mastered the art of slow roasting agave hearts, transforming what most would consider an inedible desert plant into a nutritional goldmine. This wasn't simple cooking. It was sophisticated food science that broke down complex carbohydrates while preserving the plant's natural inulin and fructooligosaccharides. Number 18. Cattail pollen cakes. While desert tribes mastered the art of turning spiny plants into medicine, there's another nutritional treasure that grew abundantly in wetlands across North America. Ever notice those tall cattails with their distinctive brown cigar-shaped tops? What looks like ordinary pond vegetation was actually a gold mine of nutrition to tribes like the Ojibwe. When cattails release their golden dust during early summer, they're offering up one of nature's most complete protein sources, containing an impressive 20% protein along with a spectrum of B vitamins and essential minerals like magnesium and zinc. The Ojibwe would gather this pollen during its brief seasonal window, combining it with berries and maple syrup to create nutrient-dense cakes perfect for travel. Number 19. Sweet potato and maple mash. From protein-packed travel food to vitamin-optimized comfort dishes, Native American cuisine consistently solved nutritional challenges through clever food pairings. Ever wondered why sweet potatoes and maple were always served together? The answer reveals how tribes understood fat-soluble vitamin absorption long before nutritional science existed. When southeastern tribes combined rich orange sweet potatoes with maple, they weren't just creating a delicious dish, they were solving a critical nutritional puzzle. The beta-carotene in sweet potatoes, which converts to vitamin A in our bodies, needs fat to be properly absorbed. Without fat, much of this essential nutrient passes through your system unused. Number 20. Bear fat fry bread. That ingenious nutritional wisdom wasn't limited to plant foods. When survival in harsh climates demanded sustained energy, northern tribes turned to a specific animal fat so unique in its properties that it was reserved for only the most important occasions. While modern nutrition has villainized animal fats as a category, the Cree and Ojibwe specifically sought out bear fat for its exceptional qualities. Unlike other animal fats, bear fat has a chemical composition that more closely resembles plant oils. It contains higher concentrations of polyunsaturated fats and stays liquid at colder temperatures, a game-changing advantage in frigid northern winters where other fats would solidify. The hunters who tracked these massive animals weren't just seeking calories, they were after a specific nutritional profile.